How's it going, everybody? Landon here with Truck Boss. Excited about this week's edition of Truck Boss Live. Always next to my dear friend Isela.
Hey guys, how's it going? Thank you for tuning in.
Absolutely. Thanks for always tuning in. Hey, be sure to be a part of this conversation when it comes to liking, commenting, sharing. We want you to be a part of the conversation so you can see exactly what everything's being said. But Isela, we're doing something a little bit different with this edition of Truck Boss.
We actually are. As a matter of fact, a couple of weeks ago, I mentioned on the show that we basically asked our viewers, I was going to say our listeners, our viewers.
And listeners. There are some that people...
True. Give us a feedback on what is your favorite read, your top 10. And well, Landon, it's very obvious we got some good feedback.
We did. And we also broke down where that top 10 is coming from when it comes to these great reads. So we're going to actually go over these in just a little quick synopsis of the bottom 5 of the top 10, if that makes sense. But let me read this to you real quick. An online store, Alibris.com, that sells new books, used books, out-of-print books, rare books, and other media through an online network of independent booksellers, releases its top 10 best-selling trucking books, and that's what we're going to discuss here.
That's right. And let me tell you, it's going to be a lot of interesting read that we're going to be having over the next few weeks, and we're going to bring that to you.
Exactly. So we're going to review the bottom 5 of the top 10. Excuse me, I have to get that right.
Yeah.
Don't make fun of me too much.
No.
But we're going to actually give a little quick synopsis of it, and then actually going into next week, we're going to dive deeper into these books and give you a full synopsis of the read, because we're actually going to read these with you.
We're going to read them. Yeah, we're going to read them. Just like you guys gave us feedback, we're going to read them, and we're going to bring it to you. And then we're also going to ask for some more feedback on that. So what do you think on these books as well? So let's start off with number 10.
Number 10. Let's start there. 1,000 Miles from Nowhere, Trucking Two Continents by Graham Coaster. As you can see the book right here. Let me read a little bit about it. Today's trucks move goods and wares that were once dispersed across oceans in schooners and clippers. One man drives his truck thousands of miles across Europe with 250,000 pounds, 1.3 million worth of goods. In Eastern Europe, where custom regulations change every week, or where fuel might be short in Romania, or where your fighting may have broken out in Yugoslavia, follow the author as he trucks his way across Europe and America. So that book is going to be a lot of fun to read.
It is, and it's really interesting because it's not just in the U.S. and America. So we get to read a little bit. We get to go deeper what it's like also on the other side in Europe.
Across the pond. We're going to see a little deeper dive into what's going on that side of it. Yeah, across the pond, you got to say that. Exactly.
Well,
so what's number 9?
Number 9, On Thin Ice. Breakdowns, Whiteouts, and Survival on the World's Deadliest Roads by Hugh Rowland and Michael Lent.
This is an exciting book.
This is a good one, and I think this is, I don't know yet, but I might say it might be one of my favorites, only because I think we're both going to be familiar. Of course, you might have seen them on the History Channel's Ice Road Truckers. Now, this book is going to tell us a little bit more about what it's like to, for the drivers to be out on the road when it comes to traveling out in the Arctic Circle.
Exactly.
To the battle where they are battling the temperature of sub-zero and the conditions and it's just crazy. And I know if you guys have seen the show, it's nail biting. I know that I have seen it, and then I sat there on the couch and I'm biting my nails like, oh my God, how are they gonna get across that?
Crazy the conditions they have to follow. And he pulls back the curtain on exactly what those chilling conditions are throughout this entire book. So it's gonna be a great read.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome. I'm excited to read that one too. Let's go with number 8.
Number 8 on the list of the bottom 5 of the top 10. I have to throw that in there. It just makes sense. Number 8, Sweatshops on Wheels, Winners and Losers in Trucking Deregulation by Michael Belzer. Long hours, low wages, and unsafe workplaces characterized sweatshops 100 years ago. But in this book, today's America's long-haul truckers are working harder and earning less than at any time during the last 4 decades. This is actually written by a former OTR driver himself, which is pretty sweet. So he's really bringing down what the deregulation is and really the hard-working conditions of the American trucker today.
That's right. And you know what? And of course, a lot of things have changed. Times have changed, but some of this stuff still goes on today. We hear this from you guys, and that's some of the feedback that we get, and it's really interesting because we're not on the road, so we don't really know what that's like for a driver. But I think this one's going to be really, really cool to read as well.
It is. And in this book, he raises questions about deregulation throughout the industry. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly how we break this down. When that synopsis comes your way in a few weeks, you're going to enjoy that.
That's right. So now we're going to go with number 7. Pedal to the Metal. The Work Life of Truckers by Lawrence. Ooh, I hope I say this right. Olet. Did I say it right?
Give her a hand, everybody. She did a great job, as always.
Now this one. Why do truck drivers work so hard even when it doesn't result in more money? How do they even see themselves? How are they seen by the outside world? Which that's a really good question. We were having this conversation obviously off camera, but a lot of the times we see our truck drivers on the road, and we're like, hey, there goes a truck driver.
Right.
They're carrying some type of goodies, their commodity, whatever it is that they're hauling. But we have no idea what the lifestyle is.
Exactly. What's it like in the cab? What's it like away from their family? What's it like when it comes to running their business? All those things that are tough. I mean, so this book, Pedal to the Metal, is going to actually explore those things and really give us a nice little synopsis and a nice pull back the curtain view of exactly what that is.
Yeah, this is going to give us more of an identity, I guess, of what the truckers actually create for themselves. You know, the renegade cowboy, the company man, the voyeur, the lone king on the road. I mean, all the above. We're going to get to actually learn a lot from these books. So I think we have a lot of good material that we.
One of the things I'm excited about this book. Sorry to cut you off there.
Oh no, you're fine.
Is really just how it's going to reveal the company man most owner operators are today.
Yes.
That's something that's not talked about enough. And I know here at TBS we experience that every day with people that we get to serve, which is great across the nation.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm excited about seeing what this book entails when it comes to the company man side of that truck driver.
Yes, that's interesting. And like I said, a lot of good reading material that we have, and it's going to be pretty fun to actually dive into this. So now let's go with number 6.
Number 6 and last on the list for today's episode of Truck Boss. King of the Road, True Tales from a Legendary Ice Road Trucker. Another good one when it comes to being an ice road trucker by Alex Dvorsky. The star of the History Channel's top-rated reality show, Ice Road Truckers, shares tales of adventures and misadventures. I like that part, misadventures, in the North, and explains in his own entertaining voice how he got to where he is today. So it's going to be a great book to end on this part of the series.
Oh yeah, and this one actually goes with like number 9. They're both, because again, that's where we've seen them, is on the History Channel. And I thought that was pretty new when they come out with it, because again, we get to see what it's like for them out there on the road, even whether they're battling or not, battling those type of temperatures. But we're going to get to learn a lot from all this stuff.
Absolutely. So remember, we're actually going to start with 1,000 Miles from Nowhere. We're going to read this book. We're going to bring this to you on the next edition of Truck Boss. You don't want to miss it. But we've got some important things to talk about.
We got some good news. Not only that, we always have fun. And wherever Truck Boss can be, we're going to be there. So we're going to be actually attending GATS this year, which that's going to take place August 22nd through the 25th. So hope to see you guys out there. You don't want to miss it. We're also going to be doing trucker interviews.
GATS in Dallas, which is very important.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you very much. And I do apologize.
Most people in Great American Truck Show, they know it's in Dallas, but we want to make sure, just in case you haven't been there yet, it's downtown Dallas. You can't miss it.
Right.
Huge show, great time. It's going to be a lot of fun. The street team is going to be live right there on site.
Yeah, we're going to be interviewing. We're going to be doing the trucker interviews, which that's also going to be taking place.
What booth is that?
That's 1545.
Absolutely. And
that's not the only thing.
No, the awesome thing that we're going to be doing as well is free authorities at booth 1644. So if you're a company driver, if you don't have your own authority and you wanted to get your own authority, we can do that right there at GATS, downtown Dallas, during the show. We'll take care of that for you. So can't wait to see you there as the TBS street team here at Truck Boss. And so you want to say goodbye?
Of course. Well, before we say goodbye, I want to say thank you guys. And we're doing all this because, remember, you guys are the boss.
Absolutely. We'll see you guys next week on Truck Boss.